I want to remind you not to ignore any of the synchronicities that happen in your life. People that pass will leave us messages. They will try to communicate with us in any way that they can to let us know that they see us, that they're here with us, that they love us, and that they haven't left us energetically. For an example, a good friend of mine just recently passed away. She was one of my clients. I call her Los Osos. She before she had passed, I was speaking with her daughter on the phone, and as I was speaking to her, her mom was showing me flashes, and that's kind of how I get my messages, of her mom dancing in a white dress in this field. Well, then all of a sudden the field turned into really tall grass and this girl dancing in this field and really short hair. And then my brain said, oh, this is a picture from a movie. Well, as I'm explaining it to the daughter of what the mom is sending me, the messages she's sending me, and of course this is before she passed, but she was in like a coma type state and getting ready to pass. And Matt, my fiance, yells out from the trailer, Sound of Music. And I'm like, oh yes, the Sound of Music. That's exactly it. Well, the daughter then tells me, she starts to cry and she tells me, oh my God, that's my mom telling me that she heard me singing the Sound of Music to her. Well, let's fast forward. Los Osos has passed away, and she finds a way to communicate with me always, or to show me that she's still there and she's appreciative. I was in CVS the other day and a magazine was on the counter, and the exact picture that she showed me in my brain was on the cover of that magazine, 50-year anniversary. I didn't realize it or flash to it until just this morning when I had sent her daughter a reading on Facebook. The history of The Sound of Music and how that movie came about was on there. And the real story of the Von Trapps was on there. And I forwarded it to her daughter to tell her, hey, this is your mom showing me, that she's still here, that she's still energetically connected, and that, I thought of her today, and I sent it to her. Well, then all this floods back and reminds me that all of this is synchronicities. The pictures that she showed me, ended up being on the front of a magazine weeks later after she passed. And then basically the whole backstory to that ended up coming up on my Facebook. So please don't ignore the synchronicities. People are talking to you. Entities are talking to you. Beings, spirits that have passed, your ancestors are talking to you. Don't ignore them. Have a wonderful day.